I am now reviewing a movie called Zombie 7. Except you know what? There is no part of me that actually believes that this movie was ever called Zombie 7. The only evidence of this is an alternate title listing on IMDb, a fact about this movie that was not present over a year ago when I reviewed Zombie 6. Oh sure, I showed that Zombie 7 box art last week, but that box art does not exist. I had to make that myself when I couldn't find any poster, cover, or artwork that displayed a Zombie 7 title. Look, you can even see the outline of the black box where I had to cover up the actual title, Zombie 90, Extreme Pestilence. Not that the title Zombie 90 is any better, but at least it's official. Sorry, I know I'm skipping ahead 84 zombie films. Actually, it's called Zombie 90 because that's the year it was made, even though it was released in 1991, making this movie obsolete even during its premiere. We know that it's supposed to be taking place in the year 1990 because of the opening narration.
January 1990.
Wow, things really did start going to shit fast after the 80s ended. But back to the film somehow being called Zombie 7. It's the closest thing to a Zombie 7, I guess, even though clearly a fan of the show submitted that alt title to IMDb in the hopes that I would review it. I can only imagine that months from now, I'll be reviewing Night of the Seagulls, aka Zombie 8. The movie opens with a plane carrying the bubonic plague crashing into the forest. If a shot-on-shitio movie is made in the middle of the woods, would anyone know it exists? Zombie 90 is a sort of zombie comedy, I think. At least here in America it's a comedy because, well, the dubbing in this film, let's say that the dub company hired to provide an English soundtrack did not take this movie very seriously.
Hello, excuse me, Dr. Gunn. Is it true that the victims were attacked by zombies?
No comment. I can't tell you nothing.
Do you believe in zombies?
Oh, and it gets better, too. When you take a look at this doctor, wouldn't you think voice like a southern black man?
Zombies, man. I can't believe these guys. Jesus. Ruffle my jacket. Damn.
It's a comedy dub track. It's the funny version of a German zombie film, where the funny version is the official version. Dr. L. Jackson and his assistant go to work on a dead body, and you can imagine what the banter is like.
Oh, good morning, Dr. Byrne.
Morning, Dr. Simon. What's up?
God damn it, I cannot take this surgery seriously with these dub actors talking like this. The operating room is a serious place. Also, is it okay to think the doctor is drunk if his POV shots are blurred? What? It can't be the cameraman's fault. Oh, it is. There are several blurry shots in this movie. But should I expect any better quality when it's produced under the watchful eye of the Violent Shitters Hamburg? The Violent Shitters were surprisingly not credited in Violent Shit 2, which could only mean that after the making of this film, they died of dysentery. Oh, I know what's happening here. They're replacing his organs with a liver of gold. Not that it matters. The cadaver rises up as a zombie, and thank God doctors are required to carry a gun in Germany. Oh, I see they also couldn't correctly dub an image of a muzzle flash either. These two doctors appear to be the only ones in this city who know absolutely anything about this zombie epidemic, but I can see why no one would take them seriously when they keep sounding like this.
Well, it's very simple. We have to use the surest way of destruction. What do you mean? We have to either totally destroy the brain or separate the head from the rest of the body.
People are still out enjoying their afternoon when, looks like this guy is about to be attacked by Leatherface's dick. Although I do understand why they'd want to cut this guy's stomach open, because apparently it's filled with bubble tape. 6 feet of bubble gum for you, not zombies. And don't worry, these two aren't the only ones with comedically inappropriate voices. They actually dubbed the voice of a fat chick with the voice of a fat dude.
No, but sometimes he loves me a lot. And I know what he really means is that there's a lot of me to love.
Very classy. Now the movie only serves as a warm-up to Uwe Ball's Blubberella. A lot of the violent images in this movie I can't even show, but if you want to hear what the dub company's take on what a woman getting her stomach cut open, starting with the vagina, sounds like, here it is. Sounds like scooping out a durian fruit. But at least we know that comedic dub actors can still sound smooth when dubbing a first date.
I don't know. I wouldn't go out there if I were you.
Oh, baby, I got to go out and take a dump anyway.
Shit jokes? I'm surprised the movie took this long to throw that in.
You'll be all right. I have to take this gun. It's the only thing that kills the odor from my shit.
Oh, so we're still going with this? Got any more ways to inappropriately throw in feces talk into this horror film?
It's pretty foggy out here. I wonder if she farted and didn't tell me.
Well, that makes sense. When on a first date, always accuse the woman of breaking wind. You don't want anyone to think that you did it. When the doctors aren't busy shooting blanks at zombies, they're trying to figure out a way to stop the epidemic from continuing, even if no one else is working on this.
I think I got the solution without even an analysis. What do you mean? This is the same substance that scientists invented to fight the AIDS virus. I guess an overdose of this substance could have caused a reanimation of dead tissue. It's no wonder everyone's being so mysterious about this case.
Dr. Byrne, you're a genius.
Seriously, were these dub actors on loan from the Godfrey Ho studios? This doctor is like listening to Chris Rock dub Brit Hume. And the other guy sounds like fucking Clint Howard.
And after that thing crashed, this place was full of special forces. You know what I'm saying?
Special forces?
You can't say special forces with that kind of dubbing, because then I'm going to expect Pierre Kirby and General Karpov to show up. And when they don't, I'm going to be pretty fucking disappointed.
I sure do. I'm gonna go look for some of that proof in the forest right now. Come on.
Yes, that talking sun visor is right. You must investigate the toxic crash site. Because no one else is. Shit, Ray. This looks extraordinarily bad. I wonder, too, what the subtitled version of this movie is like. Surely they can't be speaking the same lines as the dub actors. Otherwise, the subtitling would look like this.
Alright, let's go now. Let's separate now. Oh, look at this. Ew.
The doctors are, of course, attacked by zombies, but this time it's okay because they're actually killing the zombies, given that their guns appear to be firing this time around.
Just because I got a license in veterinary medicine don't mean I can't bandage you up now. Oh.
What? He's a vet now? How does that make sense? Why was he working on humans earlier? It's like these dub actors are making up shit as they go along. Since most of the time, the person that they're dubbing isn't actually speaking.
Come on out. Come on, I know you're out here somewhere. Smell her around here.
And of course, it wouldn't be an Andreas Schnass film unless there were countless scenes of random people who we've never seen before getting killed as quickly as they arrive.
Nobody cares about anybody anymore.
I can really relate, you know. I've been there. I hear you, sister.
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I just want to give up.
I understand. You know, I feel the same way sometimes.
Now what's going on with the dubbing? It's like the actress is speaking her lines in front of the microphone while the guy is saying them from across the fucking hallway. I also like how the audio switches from being dubbed to the original audio.
Do you know what I mean? Hey.
Yes, because this dub actor didn't have it in her contract that she had to scream. You're tearing apart a doll. A doll with human organs. This is a worse child's toy than Baby Oops-a-Daisy. God, are these fucking zombies even spreading anywhere beyond 5 feet of the forest? Okay, so there's one zombie near a bridge. That's hardly the zombie bridge sequence from Zombie 2. I guess the rest of the zombies need to stay in the forest where there's more needless extras.
Okay, kids, if you look over here, we've got a beautiful, beautiful spot.
Nice job, Dubbers, for making this guy sound like a child molester.
They look like they had a bad accident. Say, let's help them.
Yes, they look starved. Let's provide them with our organs. Oh, now it's starting to hurt him. Well, never mind that, because we need to get back to Dr. I Speak Jive. Why would he bother to move this body? Does it occur to him that it might come back to life like every body he has encountered thus far? Once the good doctor's partner is killed, the doc goes on a dub-crazy rampage against the zombies by stealing lines from other movies.
Make my day.
Sorry, but the Godfrey Ho actors do it better.
Go on, shoot. Make my day, punk.
But that's just one stolen line from a classic movie. Surely there are others.
I love the smell of zombies in the morning.
Yes, because this zombie epidemic is just like Nom. The doc gets a hold of this magic chainsaw, and it's incredibly convenient, too, because he can just cut in one place, and random body parts will just fly at him. Now here's where the film starts losing me. Yeah, because at one point this movie had me. Dr. Fishburne falls down a hill, is knocked unconscious, and the rest of the zombie battle is a dream sequence that the passed out doctor is having. And thank God for this dream sequence, because we finally see a violent shit, even though this isn't a fucking violent shit movie. The entire time I'm watching this dream sequence / climax, I'm surprised that the makers didn't throw in some Evil Dead music, for rip-off's sake. Why is this a dream sequence? Why can't this actually be happening in the movie's reality? That's like finding out if the last 30 minutes of Die Hard were all in John McClane's head because he passed out from the glass wounds. But if this is a dream, maybe that would explain why he sounds like a failed stand-up comedian.
It's Jimi Hendrix.
Jim Morrison. They all come back to see me.
They look nothing like those people. The doctor eventually wakes up and is killed, which is a shame because I totally wanted to see how his dream ended, given that it's the same narrative as the rest of the movie.
When the sun goes down and the dead walk, there will be no tomorrow.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense, even though this movie takes place over the course of more than one day. Would it be safe to say that Zombie 90 is Schnass's best film? I mean, unlike the violent shit movies, this one at least has some semblance of a story, but dub actors had to come in and act like complete idiots to make this movie only a tad bit watchable. In a lot of ways, that makes the movie even worse. Not even the dub actors could take it seriously. They had to turn it into a comedy. Christ, even the Roberto Benigni Pinocchio dub actors stayed on script. Well, even if there is a Zombie 8, I have no time for that now, because next week we're getting into the Christmas season, and you best believe that Christmas is gonna suck this year too.